about to start. 7 seconds. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the opening ceremony of the St. Louis Rapid Blitz here at the World Chess Hall of Fame in beautiful St. Louis. I'm Maurice Ashley, and I'm pleased to welcome some of the greatest players on the planet as they come to do battle once again for this, the fourth stop on the Grand Chess Tour of 2019. Of course, none of this would be possible without the wonderful kindness, generosity, largesse, and vision of two great people. And if you please give a hand to Dr. Jeanne Sinquefield and Rex Sinquefield for everything they do for chess. We'd like to thank Shannon for her leadership here at the World Chess Hall of Fame and her great team. Always, it's incredible how much we get love here. There's so much great support for the staff, for everyone here, for the commentators, for the players, for the visitors. Simply incredible that St. Louis is really a jewel for chess in the world. And please thank them for all the hard work that they do. None of this would happen without the vision of folks who decided that the Grand Chess Tour was a great idea. And 4 years running, it certainly has proven itself as such. It's kind of funny. It started with only 3 chess events. Now we're at 8. The money is growing. The players have grown involved. We see all the players participating every year, so that's validation as well. We're always pleased to see that support. So it's wonderful to see the growth happen. And that happened primarily because of the vision of one man as well. He is not in the audience. Hopefully he will make it here soon. I think actually he will be here a little bit later in the summer. And that is one Garry Kasparov. Please give Garry a hand. Garry, wherever you are, we are very appreciative. We also have a great staff, the board of the Grand Chess Tour, which includes Mike Khodorkovsky, Graham Jurgensen, Tony Rich, who is not here today. I'm shocked because Tony is always here, but he's at the U.S. Open right now accepting a George Koltanowski Gold Award being given to one Dr. Jeanne Sinquefield and Rex Sinquefield. So congratulations, Jeanne and Rex, on that accomplishment. A lady who never likes the spotlight, but today she's wearing red, so she must like the spotlight. She's the big dog, really. She's the boss. Everybody listens to her. Even Rex is scared of her. She gets it all done, and we're very pleased and proud to thank you, Joy Bray. We have our sponsors around the world. We want to thank Gilles Bethauser of Colliers International. They just hosted a wonderful event in Paris. Of course, Vivendi and the sponsors in Abidjan, as well as Game Plan in India, in Calcutta, where we will be. Also, the local sponsors in Croatia also was a fabulous event, and Bucharest as well. So we're appreciative of our sponsors. And with that, I will give the microphone over to a lady who really needs no introduction, Dr. Jeanne Sinquefield.
Whoa, this has really gotten crazy when we started this. How many years has it been now? 5? 6. 6 years. You make us so proud to have the best chess players in the world. It's really cool. So, and Rex, they said that we got an award. I actually got another award. I'm the best-selling chess author at the World Chess Hall of Fame. See, and that's because my booklet is only 12 pages long, and it teaches you how to learn to read and write chess. So, anyway, my job is always to introduce Rex. So I'm always trying to figure out, I'm always competing with, how this competition goes. He goes high and I go low, so I'm teaching you how to read and write. And I have 250,000 boys who now can play chess in America. Watch out, Russia. And then there's Rex. So what can you say about Rex? And he's coming over to take this away, and he's trying to prevent me from saying wonderful things. But I guess since I want to stay married, I should say positive things. So the godfather of American chess, Rex Sinquefield.
Thank you, Jeannie, and welcome to all of these wonderful players to St. Louis again. This is definitely my favorite event of the year and time of the year as the world's best players come to St. Louis. So let's give the players a big round of applause and appreciation. Now, we're excited to announce that Grandmaster Lanier Dominguez not only changed his federation from Cuba to the United States earlier this year, but he has also officially moved to St. Louis last weekend and now calls St. Louis home. And I have checked with Mayor Lyda Cruson, and she tells me officially that all of you other Grandmasters are welcome to move here as well. So first I want to recognize our commentators, the English team, Grandmasters Yasser Sirawan, Maurice Ashley, and Jennifer Shahadi. The online Russian team, Evgeny Shinichenko, Miro will do, huh? And Elmira Skripchenko. And the live audience commentary at Kingside Diner will be Grandmaster Christian Chirilla, who is now the new chess coach of the University of Missouri chess team, housed in Columbia, Missouri, and GM Alejandro Ramirez, the chess coach at St. Louis University. So with that, Missouri now has 4 scholarship-based collegiate chess teams: Webster College, Lindenwood College, St. Louis University, and the University of Missouri. So today, Missouri, tomorrow, the world. All right. So the staff of the Chess Club and World Chess Hall of Fame have really worked so well together and worked so hard to do a phenomenal job day in and out and to prepare for all of this. I especially want to thank our great overseer, Joy Bray. She can't be thanked enough for everything she does. And to Tony Rich, the executive director of the club, Shannon Bailey, the chief curator of this World Chess Hall of Fame, and all of their staff for the tremendous organization that leads to so much great success. I also want to thank all of our contractors and vendors who are essential for this. Randy and his team at Spectrum Studios, Kite and his crew at Silverback Studios, Eric Mosel, who designs and creates all of the graphics for the show, and the production teams throughout the year, Ben Simon and Isaac Schrantz, who are handling the production for the Russian commentary, and all those that make all the broadcasts and live show an incredible success. And before I introduce the next speaker, I want to tell you about some chess tables. I know you're wondering what's the next exciting topic. Well, it's chess tables. What could be more exciting than that? Some years ago, Jeannie and I met a young fellow, 16 years old. His name was Nate Cohen, and it still is. But we were building a house in central Missouri, and I decided I wanted a good chess table. And so one was designed by, who was the design, Nate, the first one? Oh, yeah, okay, Thomas Moser. And then we met Nate, and we said, can you make a table like this? And he said, yeah, I think I can. So he made some, and we liked them, and then we started getting more and more of them here at the Chess Club. And everybody refers to them as the Nate Cohen tables, which is appropriate. Nate also has won 3 international competitions for woodworking. He is an incredible expert. And Mike Matheny, who many of you know was the manager of the St. Louis Cardinals, is also a professional woodworker. And he saw Nate's tables when we put them in the St. Louis Cardinal locker room. He turned them over and he said, this guy is off the charts good. And he really is. So after years of Grandmasters playing on those, I was inspired by the Cuban table that we have here that was used in 1960 and 66 in Havana. And I really liked the look of it and the feel of it and everything. And so we went to Nate and said, can you make something like this? And we talked to the staff. Jeannie and I talked to everybody, got their input, and he did do it. And then my script says the Sinquefield tables were born. That's baloney. These are the Nate Cohen tables, reborn. So first I want to introduce Nate, say a few words, and then we will unveil that new table over there. Nate?
All right. Well, thank you, Rex. And I just got to say, it is an honor to be here tonight. And I'm so excited that for the very first time that these tables are going to be used. is by some of the finest, well, the finest players in the world. So I'm so excited for that. Like Rex said, these were inspired by the Bobby Fischer table, or the Cuban table that Bobby Fischer played on in '66, but they've got a twist of today's technology in them. So I'm going to tell you a quick story, and Rex alluded to it a little bit. But I met Jeanne 13 years ago, and out at the farmhouse. I was 16 years old at the time. I didn't play chess, but later they asked me to build a chess table for Rex. And so at the time, no, I didn't play chess. I knew very little about it. If somebody would ask me how many squares are on a chessboard, I couldn't have said. And in fact, I actually referred to it as a checkerboard, and Tony later corrected me. That was embarrassing. But I put my mind to it, and we figured it out. So I delivered the first table. Jeanne loved it. Rex loved it. And over the years, I've had many more. But one thing that I've learned is most people want to be part of something that's bigger than themselves. And I had no idea that at 16 years old, it would, by making this chess table, that it would lead to an opportunity later on to be part of something that was what we've come into here with this St. Louis Chess Campus. And this is a place where literally thousands of lives around the world, not just in the St. Louis community, but around the world. We've got so many people here and so many people watching that their lives have been changed and improved because of what's happening here. And I'm so excited to get to play a small part in that by providing all the chess tables that the major tournaments that the club puts on. So I'm grateful, and I want to thank you, Jeanne and Rex Sinquefield, for allowing me to be part of this amazing chess family.
Okay, who's supposed to be? Okay, you ready? This is the unveiling of the Nate Cohen, the new Nate Cohen tables. And you guys will probably fall asleep resting on that. Yeah, unfortunately, it's got 68 squares. I don't know what we're going to do about that. Okay, thank you, Maurice.
Thank you, Rex. Thank you, Jeanne. Thank you, Nate. Always pushing the envelope here at the club. All right, well, now it's time to get down to the true stars of the event, the players themselves, some of the greatest players on the planet. And I'd like to introduce all of them first to give a chance to give a real warm hand of applause to these great gladiators. I will start in the front. First of all, Shakhriyar Mamedyarov from Azerbaijan. From Russia, Sergei Karyakin. From Armenia, Levan Aronian. Dare I say, from the United States, by way of Cuba, Lanier Dominguez. From China, welcome to St. Louis, Yuyang Yi. From France, Maxime Vachier-Lagrave. From the United States, Fabiano Caruana. Make a slight alteration in my order. From China, Ding Lurin. And of course, a gentleman who deserves no introduction, the world champion from Norway, Magnus Carlsen. These are indeed great superstars. We're going to have great fun with the Rapid and Blitz event. I do get to ask a question, and I was thinking, what's the question that's on everybody's mind? And this will be an interesting one for the players. I should also point out, that Richard Rapport from Hungary will be playing. Unfortunately, his flight had a problem, canceled, and it got rescheduled. So he will be here to play. We will have indeed 10 players, not 9, but Richard will be here. So, question for the players. everybody's wondering the answer to this question, and we're going to start with you, Ding. What's it going to take to stop Magnus Carlsen?
Sorry, could you please say the question again?
Well, I should preface my question. One player has been playing extremely well. He's won everything that he's played in this year. And I know he has the shoulders to deal with everybody paying attention to him right at this moment. It was such a direct question. And the question is, what is it going to take to stop the world champion from winning this St. Louis Rapid Blitz?
Well, first I had to survive my own game against him. Yeah, since last time I lost to him with white pieces, so I have to do better. And then it's none of my business.
Please, Shakhriyar, same question.
I don't think about it. First, I think how to stop Fabiana. And after Magnus, but I think of course, he played very well. Of course, very good year. And but we'll not forget he lost last game me. Yeah. And for that, okay, I think. Okay, I mean he's the best, and we will try to play again. We say every time before the tournament we will try, but it's not helping. But I hope this time. Thanks.
Thank you. Sergey?
Yeah, well, he had a fantastic year. There is nothing to say, but well, my answer might be primitive, but we should play well.
Yeah, I don't think it's so much about stopping somebody, but just about achieving more points than the person. I mean, you have to concentrate on scoring more points than looking at somebody else.
Yeah, I think if we would know the answer, things would have been different, yeah, the first part of the year. Probably take some good moves, but you have to do it like consistently, and unfortunately it's not so easy.
Yang?
Yeah, I think Magnus is one of the best. I think maybe Magnus mistake. Yes, thank you.
So the only way I know how to win a tournament, lose 100 points in Blitz.
Yeah, it's difficult to follow up after 7 Grandmasters, but I think it's sort of a mistake to only think about one player and forget about everyone else. Anyone here could win the tournament.
Magnus?
I mean, I think a lot of wise things have been said, and I think every tournament sort of has its own life. I think it's an advantage of having had a good run of success recently. It makes you more comfortable, more confident, and also maybe your opponent's less comfortable and less confident. So I think there are advantages to it, but yeah, most of all, you have to play well. And I think once I start playing poorly again, people will smell blood. So it won't be easy.
Thank you, Magnus. We appreciate it. Well, it is that time the players want the most, so I will get there. It's the drawing of lots. Who plays whom with white, with black? And for that, I will introduce our chief arbiter, Chris Bird.
Thank you, Maurice. I'm going to move to this place here so I can safeguard all these. First of all, I would like to introduce, I can't do the whole work for the whole week by myself, so I'd like to introduce the 2 assistant arbiters, Karen Pennock and Enrique Huerta. Also, just want to mention a little bit about what's going to be going on over the next week, the format of the tournament, which you're all hopefully going to get to watch either in person or online. So we're going to have these guys are going to battle it out over the next 5 days, 3 days of rapid chess, 3 games a day, and then where they'll score 2 points for a win, 1 for a tie, and 0 for a loss. And then they'll follow that up with 2 grueling days of blitz, where they'll play 18 games in total, scoring a point for a win, half a point for a draw, and 0 for a loss. And hopefully at the end of that, we'll have a clear winner. If not, I guess we'll have some tiebreak games to follow that, which will be very exciting as well. So to help us get on the way with the tournament, we have to do the drawing of lots. So we have 2 sets of 10 gifts. We have, I'm going to actually have Maurice call the players up in his random order. The players will first select a box from the Rapid set, pick their pairing number for there, and then also they will pick a pairing number for the Blitz, which is maybe a little less important since that's a double round robin. They'll get to play everyone with white and black too. So, Maurice, if you'd like to go ahead.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Chris. And my random order is going to start not so randomly with the world champion, Magnus Carlsen.
Select one of these. That one. You just open the lid. It's actually the other way. It's number 6.
Number 6.
Even worse. And then you get to keep that. Pick up a Blitz. And for the Blitz, it's number 5.
Thank you, Magnus. We'll continue in clockwise order. Fabiano Caruana.
Pick one of these first. Just have a look at it. And that's number 8. You get to keep that. And for the Blitz, that's number 1.
Thank you. And next, Maxime Vachilagrave.
And that's number 2 for the Rapid. And that's number 6 for the Blitz.
And next up, Yu Yang Yi.
One of these ones.
No,
You're playing Rapid and Blitz, right? Yes. So take that one. Just have a look in the lid. And that's number 1 for the Rapid.
And now Blitz.
And now pick one of these. And that's number 2 for the Blitz.
Lanier. And if I may just add, if you don't mind, you need a photo here, and also please show the audience. I neglected that.
And that's number 7. Number 7 for the Rapid.
Thank you.
Very well done. And for the Blitz, that's number 3.
Thank you. Levon, you're up next. He did a good job, so let's see your follow-up on that.
And that is number 9 for the Rapid.
You didn't show them anything.
I think they want to see the number.
There you go. And there too. There you go. You got it.
And select one of these for the Blitz, please.
This is for the Blitz.
Yeah. And for the Blitz, it's number 4.
Well executed, sir. Well done. And this is the one. There's no 3-card Monty working on. Okay. All right. It is Sergey. You're up next.
And that's number 3 for the Rapid. And that's number 7 for the Blitz.
Did you get his number 3 correct? Okay. Good.
There you go.
Thank you, Sergey.
Thank you.
Shakriar.
That's number 4 for the Rapid. And number 8 for the Blitz.
Thank you. And ding.
One of these two. Number 5 for the Rapid. And that's number 9 for the Blitz.
Thank you. And Chris, if you may, for Richard, please.
And for Richard, we have number 10 for the Rapid. And I think we have number 10 for the Blitz.
The fix is it.
Richard is not going to believe this.
Yeah, don't miss your flights, man. That's rough.
And that is the end of my magic show.
Well, I believe you have pairings ready for the first round of the Rapids. Your able assistants, if you will, please read those pairings at the beginning of tomorrow's first game.
Just give me this. Okay, so we should have Yu Yang Yi should have white against Richard Rapport. Maxime Vachier-Lagrave will have white against Levon Aronian. Sergei Kayakin will have white against Fabiano Caruana. Number 4, Shaq Mamadarov will have white against Lenio Dominguez. And that should leave me Ding Loren to have white against Magnus Carlsen.
Some great pairings. Thank you very much, Chris. Well, as you said, we've had 3 exciting events so far this year. In Abidjan, we had our visit to the African continent, the country of Cote d'Ivoire. They welcomed us quite well, and Magnus Carlsen won that event. We then moved on to a new stop in Zagreb for the classical event. Great location as well. Great lovers of chess there in Croatia. Magnus won that event as well. We then moved on to Paris, and of course it's Paris. So spectacular location right off the Champs-Élysées. And the Parisian, the homeboy, took home the event, Maxime Vachier-Lagrave, to the delight of the Parisian fans. What will happen here in St. Louis? We don't know. As Christian Carrillo says, only time will tell. And we are looking forward to that. We'll be providing commentary, the great team of Jennifer and Yasser. We keep ourselves laughing the whole time, but also we have so much fun because the players are playing wonderful moves, and it's always exciting. And as Rex mentioned, all the other great commentators as well. I'd also like to mention Var Akobian, who will be in the truck letting us know where the good moves are and where the mistakes are. Not too many mistakes, hopefully. And, of course, Tatev Abrahamian, who works the social media team and keeps everyone around the world informed. So it should be a ton of fun. We hope you will tune in. It will be live. The show will start at 12:50, the online show. The games begin at 1 p.m. Central. It'll be fun. It'll be exciting. I'm looking forward to it. So let's get the show on the road. Thank you, everybody, and have a good night.